Alright, guys. So, playing Wrath Classic. The date is relevant. March 18th, 2023. And I wanted to see if, as a level 70 human mage, if you could go ahead and do the farming thing that they're talking about here in Utgarde Keep. So, I started off with all collective gear, and what I ended up doing was I got a run with the group. I got the cloth drop, I got the neck from the quest, and I bought a few items here and there. Very few. So if you can see it, it's 7 items. I bought boots, but I already enchanted these with the minor speed increase, which you need to do this, and that was like 50 gold. So I figured if I couldn't do it, I just couldn't do it. The glyph, you have living bomb and blink because you need to blink further. So I wanted to see if this is possible, and the reason I got some extra gear is because I was only at 4,900 health prior, or 4,400. So I wanted to be sure that I was capable of doing it, especially being new. So one thing I'm gonna say is like make sure you do your buffing and stuff before you go in, and also make sure you have your mana and everything you need, because there's a pat in there, and if you go at a weird time, the pat could be at a weird spot and force you to waste cooldowns and make it just harder for you. I did the normal arcane with clear casting into the fire with living bomb. Okay, 5 points, 8 points, 6 points, 3 points, 4 points, 7. Full across 3. Then you want to get your dragon's breath, your fire starter, burnout, and living bomb. Okay. Um, I've seen some explanations. That's how I learned how to do this. But I'm gonna explain it a little bit better, or I guess in my way, to because I had to grind this out to understand what I was even doing. So, first things first, when you walk up to these guys, you're gonna go ahead and dragon's breath them. Okay. This back guy, you could try and spawn with a 2, and then just make sure you land with it. Then you're gonna use frost over here, just to keep those out of range. You want to run around the boxes, and some people like to use cone of cold. I use 3, which is blast rate, and I got lucky and got a speed boost there. Alright, I'm gonna try and wait this out until I get my blink back. I'm gonna use my living bomb on these to aggro them and stop the fire, and then I'm gonna go ahead and fight. Okay, I also keep runic mana just because I mess up, I'll get hit. I'm new to this, so that's my little cushion there. Make sure you live in bomb there. Nice, and live in bomb, and then I'm a blink out of it. Now we're into farm, and I'm gonna go ahead and start the thing. And I'm at 568.18. So now it's just the bread and butter. We're gonna living bomb, and we're gonna living bomb, and then we're gonna jump and turn and tap. And that's going to target someone else. Living bomb. Jump, turn, tap. Okay, if they get close, we're going to go ahead and use a 3 to back them off you. And then you can blink away. Eventually, over time, you will have to use the 3, the blast wave, to get them to move back. Okay, this is your bread and butter of the run. And you just blink away once you have it. Okay, so you're gonna do your living bomb. I did this fresh, not knowing what a fire mage does. I knew it did dodge, but not really understanding like fully the moves and stuff. So I had to learn it all because it wasn't explained very well to people who actually want to try a new class and don't want to fucking quest the whole time. So jump, tab, that, and you start to build the muscle memory over a while. Okay, we're gonna blink away. So I'm gonna talk about living bomb. For the mages or people who don't know, it does damage over time, and when it goes off of them, it explodes, and it does damage to everyone around them. Let's go ahead and blink here. So if you're just tab targeting the living bomb, you're gonna set all these people on fire with hots, shit like that, and it's piece cake. The setup takes about 1 minute to get everybody in the running mode from when I started the clock. So you could do this 5 times, and you want to time it about 12 minutes each time. You could go into the second room, but I just wanted to do the hardest part, which is this. Getting the setup and getting used to it. It was just like Call of Duty Zombies. You just learn to kite, and you keep doing damage as you can without compromising your health. If you're a clothy, you will get smacked hard. I use ice armor because it increases my armor and arcane intellect. I don't know how much this helps, but when I do get tagged, it slows them down. So it's a big help to me. Humongous help. Yeah, we're gonna work away. Alright, so now that we got the farm off, there's other things we can do if we want to push the damage, depending on how fast you're trying to do this and how skilled you are. I literally just learned this a few hours ago, so I am extremely new to Mage, Fire Mage. I played Arcane Mage in the past, but not like, never tried anything like this. So here's the bread and butter. When they get close, you could hit 3, and that's going to disorient them, and that's going to give you a free non-cast flame strike. You could also do that with your Dragon's Breath, if you want to push the damage. I care more about completing the run, and I'm not that skilled in doing these jump turns, and like hitting 4. I guess I could try it. 4. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna keep doing this until we kill them. You want to run around the outside of the room. I haven't tested on the inside of the room. I think this allows them to group up more. I don't actually know, because you're running the long distance and they're running the shorter distance. So it feels like you set them up to catch up to you, which I guess is okay if you're using your abilities correctly. Like I don't know to. And I'll get the free that. We'll get the blinky. And we'll keep
out of range.
Okay, out of range. I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. I like to save my 3 for when they do get close, when I can see them on my screen, and then 7, my flame strike. 7. I've seen videos where they're just like, oh yeah, you just fucking do this, and they don't tell you what they're doing. Your core thing is living bomb. You hit spacebar, you turn, you tap, and you hit your living bomb. If it's too close, you blink away. You're supposed to use it on cooldown. So don't worry. Don't do what I'm doing and reset it before it pops off. You waste a lot of damage there. And I just did it again. Tart. Okay. Oh my god. This is fine. This is fine. Still new. Still got new person fingers. Wait, what? I'm still learning where my abilities are and shit, and I fat finger into my blink. If I blink into them, I die. You get hit, you pretty much die because they have a slow. On this, if you let them get close enough, I've gotten one shot because I've done some stupid stuff. And I think there's some like anti-farming thing that if you've done this you ran around like this for a while, they're gonna just one-shot you, they're gonna slow you, they're gonna eat your face. So just be careful. Keep the grind going, and don't compromise, because I did, and didn't do well. See, now people are starting to die. If you got balls, you could blizzard them and start using your slow stuff and just start a fight. Like that. Okay, you could knock like that. Code. Get your free flame strike. Get your dragon strike. And there you go. Okay, that took me about 7:41. And I'm going to go ahead and count the bodies I loot. So you can see how many you're killing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And that's it. Okay, you can go into the dragon flare pins there, and you can do that as well. I didn't bother trying because this is the hardest part of actually doing the farm. You should be at 12 minutes for each reset. So you could quest, you could run to the next room. But I also want to talk about the XP you get here. So I got to 622, 641. I was at 560,818. 622, 641. 622, 641. And that's for 19 mobs. We're going to just do some quick math here. So it's going to be 2 and 2 and 9 and 1 and 6. Okay, so for this one I did 61,922. So about 62k of XP. So let's say you do 62k for an hour, and that's going to be times 5. 62k in an hour. Just off this. On 5 runs and you take a break or whatever. So that's going to be 310,000. You could do more by going into the other room. But just off of this, you'll get 310,000 an hour. Seems low. 62 times 5. Yeah, that's... Oh, 30. It's not 31. It's 400,000. Calculators. I didn't use a calculator. 62, 1, 2, 3 times 5. Okay, 310. I was right. You get 310 per hour. They're saying you get 1,000,000. I don't know if that's double XP or what they're talking about, but you get 310 an hour. Of course, just doing this. If you go to the room, the other room, which I'll show you, you can technically do the same thing. You just come back here and you're in circle and you farm them. Watch the sides. Which I've never done. I don't know how you pull everything, but that's pretty much it. I think, let's see, the 60k, I mean, I definitely got a bar there, and you could see from when I started how much I got. So I guess what you're supposed to do here is you invis through, and then you aggro and you run back. I don't know if these guys mess you up, but yeah. So this is what you do. You go in here, you aggro, and then you run back. I'm not going to do it because I haven't practiced it and I don't want to fail on my video. But anyways, that's pretty much it. As of March 18th, 2023, it does work in Wrath of the Lich King Classic. I've gotten most of my experience from this and just learning it. So it takes a little bit of time to learn if you're not used to it, but it's definitely worth it if you get tired of questing or the other stuff. And I'm sure you could carry this over into other dungeons and farm away. Anyways, that's the video, and I hope this clears up any questions for you on how to start it, how to do it.